Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you can tell from the title, today we're going to talk about Porsha's husband, Simon Guobadia. So before we get started, let's go ahead and get the disclaimer out the way. All the information in this video is alleged. All commentary is in my very own opinion. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. So you all probably can hear it in my voice. I've been MIA because I have been sick, you guys. I'm starting to feel a little better, but we're going to go ahead and push through so we can go ahead and get this video done. So Porsha is set to return for season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and some tea has recently come out about her husband. So you guys, these documents were filed January 11th, 2024. And the petitioner is listed as Simon Guobadia, and the respondent is the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. And it also has one of the directors from their Atlanta field office. And it states that the matter appears before the court for a motion to dismiss. And they want to dismiss Simon's case. It states that the case arose from the petitioner's application for United States citizenship and naturalization. It says that Simon's petitioner's application was denied on July 27th, 2022. Simon then requested a hearing on that decision where the denial was again reaffirmed. So it goes on to state that Simon is a Nigerian citizen, and he first came to the U.S. in August of 1982. He overstayed his visitor's visa in 1985. They denied his application for adjustment of status. He was then declared deportable and voluntarily deported from the United States. And that was on December 28th, 1985, when he was first deported. It states that he then re-entered the U.S. in June of 1986. He again overstayed his 6-month visa. And in September of 87, he was arrested for bank and credit card fraud, where he actually pleaded guilty to a felony offense. He was then later arrested in January of 89 for unauthorized use of a vehicle, and again in May of 1990 for fraud. That's when the agency began removal proceedings. In January of 1991, Simon then committed another felony offense specified as credit card fraud. In April of 1991, an immigration judge held a hearing and ordered for Simon to be deported for a second time from the United States. And it says on March 4th, 1992, petitioner was deported and physically removed from the United States. For the March 1992 removal, on October 24th, 1988, Simon used a different identity to seek temporary residence status under the Special Agricultural Workers, better known as SAW program. And they say when he applied through the SAW program, he did not include his criminal history and he misrepresented himself. But they didn't know it at the time, so they actually issued him a registration card as a temporary resident on July 25th, 1991. As a part of the SAW program, and him using that fake second identity. And after the allotted waiting period, they actually converted the temporary resident status to a permanent resident status. So he received his permanent residency card on April 27, 1992, 26 days after he had been deported under other undisclosed identity. It says on December 22nd, 2016, he applied for naturalization, second identity, and was denied because his temporary residency status was unlawfully granted. So after that first denial in December of 2022, he filed another application. They gave him an interview, and again, they denied his application. And they explained that he was ineligible because he did not lawfully admit for the permanent residency, and he willfully concealed his criminal history. So on October 24th, 2022, Simon then requested a hearing on that decision, where they reaffirmed the denial from November 15th, 2022. And then you guys, last year on March 13th, 2023, he filed an instant complaint with the court to vacate this denial. So not only did Simon know he unlawfully obtained, his residency, kept trying to fight this decision. And if it ain't one thing, you guys, this is proof that when you hear no the first time, just keep going. Because Simon said he gonna get to stay in the U.S. And basically, you guys, to sum up their whole argument, they're saying, not only did he commit these crimes while he was over here, when he knew he was going to be deported, he then, used a fake identity to obtain temporary, then later on permanent residency here in the United States. And they're saying basically he's not entitled to any of that because he lied on the application that got him the residency in the first. And Simon is actually bold enough to combat what they're saying by saying, hey, it's not my fault. He says that he shouldn't be made to bear the burden of the government's mistake. Simon is basically saying, hey, this is your government's fault. You guys should have denied my application for the temporary residency. And it's been decades. And now you don't want to let me become a citizen because of that. But you guys didn't catch it then. So that's your fault. So that's his whole argument, that the government should have caught it when he first applied, and therefore they can't use that as grounds now to deny his application. And they're saying, no, you can't say that our lack of action on your SALT application is now grounds that you be able to become a full citizen. They go on to say that they reject his suggestion that they are at fault for not discovering his misrepresentations and his omissions. And they're asking the court to just fully dismiss Simon's case. Simon is also arguing, you guys, that they cannot use his SALT application as grounds to deny him because whether fraudulent or not, the confidentiality statute of the application protects him. And then the government combats that by saying, no, we didn't use any specific protected information to deny you. We did our own separate investigation and garnered our own information as to why we denied. So what do you guys think about Simon actually being an 80s/90s bad boy? What do you think this means for him and Porsha? Will he be deported? Like, do you think we'll see this play out even more on Real Housewives? Let me know down below in the comments. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.